with a real talk crisis video productions. I am crisis169. My gamer tag on Xbox Live PlayStation Network is crisis169. Let's discuss Shannon Nicole Brinkley and many others who have, committed suicide and left their families and friends for many different reasons. We're not gonna dive into what Nicole used, or Shannon, sorry, if she used a rope, a gun, drugs, whatever. That's not important. Now, I'm not here to give you gory details of her blowing her brains out over the wall, or her hanging herself, or popping pills in her mouth and choking on her own vomit. And I'm not trying to make light of it, make anybody hate me at all. I'm just being serious about it. Let's just stop being damn kids and start being effing serious about this shit. This stuff is really going on. I have a couple names here, people: Tyler Long, Ty Smitty, Nicole, Natalie, some 12-year-old girl who faced Facebook Live her suicide. Tyler hung himself with a belt. Ty shot himself many times in his parents' room. These individuals who I mentioned, and many Todd, many people, even your friends, family, you might know, took their own lives because of whatever reason that they couldn't deal with something. I always call it a permanent solution to a temporary problem. We all have those days. I have those days. I get them every once in a while. Thoughts of suicide, I literally have it planned down to the day, in time, in minute. That's saying something. I can look at my drawer there on my door and see a belt and a hanger, and know exactly how to hook it up, hang myself, without even thinking about it. It just pops in my head. I'm telling you, folks. If you don't believe in demonic forces out there or anything at all, I can't help you. Because I don't know. Now, was Shannon Nicole Brinkley possessed by a demon? And no, I don't think so. Did it? Was it spiritual? I don't know. I never known the young lady to tell you what I think. I watched her, her friend's dedicated video to her, and I watched many others because I wanted an idea, to see in their eyes, because you can tell in people's eyes, people's eyes, you can tell when they're like, oh my god, I don't want to do this anymore. And a couple frames of her friend's video, I've seen that kind of dread, and many videos around it too. You can tell if you look at them long enough, you can see it, and it's sad though, because what drove Shannon Nicole or Ty Smithy or Tyler Long or Amanda Todd outside flashing her chest with a bunch of perverts online? But what was going through finally in their last moments? What was the catalyst that, you know what, I'm out of here. This is over with. I'm done with this. This sucks. I'm out with life. I want to check out, and not going, I'm not using what happened at Columbine, because those two guys planned to kill themselves anyway, so that doesn't count to me. Their suicide was an act of cowardly to not accept responsibility for shooting a bunch of people and planning it for 14 months. So I don't hold Eric and Dylan to this caliber at all. No, they're dog shit to me. Okay? Hate to curse on this channel, but you guys were adults here. So if you don't like it, go in the room, put your big boy pants on, and get used to it. Because, we are we're all adults here. There's kids who are 6 years old cursing right now, I guarantee you. Where we live in. I don't make it right, but it is what it is. What could we do, though, to combat this trend? And teenagers, offing themselves. What can we do? more helicopter parents in schools, more security cameras in schools, more politically correctness in schools. What is going to be the big thing that could have kept Shannon Nicole, Tyler Long, Ty Smitty, Amanda Todd, and the rest of them who done this terrible thing on this planet longer? Give them a hug, maybe talking to them about it. We're not talking to them about it, but listening to them about it. Listen to them. Marilyn Manson did it best when he was on, doing, Michael Moore's movie, A Bowling for Columbine. Michael Moore asked Manson, "What would you say to kids at Columbine if you had a chance?" He'd say, "I won't say nothing to them. I'll listen to them." And that's something maybe people should have done to these people here I mentioned. Listen to them. Let them vent to you what they want to vent to you without running to your friend talking about it. The biggest problem, guys, with suicide is, people have thoughts is that they can't vent to anybody because they can't trust anybody. Because, they feel everybody around them is an enemy. Even their best friends are enemies to them. The family's enemies to them. Their closest family members are enemies to them. In their mind up here. I've been that way. I know. It really F's with your head. You really have to understand that it's not something you can go poof, done, and you're over it. Hinkle, 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 do, then poof, spin around, then there you go. The person's done. No, it doesn't work that way. It's a very, very, very calculated and very, it's like moving a landmine. You have to be very careful with it because it'll go off if you don't. And that's what a lot of suicide teams are. They're like landmines. And even adults too. If you say the wrong thing around them, if you joke about something, if you don't keep a straight face, if you don't do anything, if you do anything that think that you don't care, no, it's over with. You can lose them forever. And that being said, though, I really thought about this for many, many months. I wrote down a piece of paper, my own thoughts, my own issues, and I watched the videos of Shannon Nicole, her friend, who posted her tribute video, and many other people who posted videos. And I read, I went online, I typed in suicide notes, and I read practically hundreds of them. Some were scribbled here I read, but I read a lot of them. Because I wanted to get in that person's mind up here and say, okay, they're saying they're a piece of shit, they're saying that they failed, they're saying their father touched them, brother touched them, or somebody touched them. They're saying they didn't know, they're losers, yada, yada, yada. But I wanted to get in their mind. And when I read most of them, I damn near wanted to freak out. I'm like, damn, these people have all these issues and nobody saw this shit? Nobody sees the person cutting themselves, taking blowtorch and burning themselves? Come on now. I watched a one video over in from Australia. Teen suicide run amok with trains. Kids are committing suicide by trains. The latest crave in suicide killing is jumping from a train. The young girl did it with 16-year-old girl Paige. She, with a cutter, took a blowtorch and burned a hole in her arm. Showed pictures of it. I don't know, her mom did of her Facebook pictures of it. And it was really gross. And I'm like, wow, this person had issues. She was a pretty young girl. She wasn't ugly. She wasn't fat like like I am. But she couldn't find the beauty inside, and that's the issue. Me, I have beauty inside, so it doesn't bother me. But a lot of people don't have that. When people are suicidal like that, they can't find the beauty in or out. To them, everything is just a bland day. Everything is bad. The world's against you. Everybody breaks up on your ass. You wake up in the morning time, and you go to bed at night. Everybody is just busting on your ass. You can't get a day. You can't get a win. Nobody wants to chill and let you be free. That's what it is. Boys won't give you an inch of slack. The teachers are just treating you like dog shit. Parents don't listen to you. They don't care. Your siblings don't, are just treating you like garbage as well. You have all these issues in your life, and yet you look around and you wonder, what the hell am I still doing here? Because I have all these issues. So, my first topic is Shannon Nicole Brinkley, born 1994, died June 11, 2009. What was her ambition like? To be a veterinarian, a doctor, a junkie, whatever. What was her ambition? And it wasn't to kill herself at age 14, 16, whatever she died in. What was she like, though? Was she like Tyler Long? Was she like Tyson? Did she like all the other people who killed themselves? Was she putting on a mask? Everything's fine. Go home, the mask off, and all she saw was hiddiness. The hiddiness of what her life was through her eyes. She saw life through bleak colored eyes. She saw her life, and I'm just guessing here, that she had probably disabilities or issues with her mind, her life, that she couldn't get rid of. Hey, I'm born disabled too. I'm learning disabled too also. So, form a line here, line starts here. Problems you'll have. You know what I mean? That being said, though, what was she like, though? Was she wanting to go to school, become a cheerleader, a veterinarian, a doctor, a substitute teacher, school teacher? We'll never know, because unfortunately, Shannon Nicole Brinkley is no longer on this planet to pursue those dreams, because June 11th of 2009, her life ended. And because of that, here I am today. Her friend won't talk about how she died, and that's fine. I went to a memorial site. It says, allegedly, an alleged hanging, suicide by hanging. Hung herself from a belt, maybe in her closet or whatever. It happens. Most girls usually pop pills in their mouth. They usually don't, shoot themselves. Mostly boys do that for some reason. I don't know why though. But it's sad though. Her death shouldn't have happened if the right people were paying attention, but they were not. If they were, she'll still be on this planet, and this video and her written video wouldn't exist. Maybe a tribute video for her getting married and having a child, but that would just be about it. That ain't gonna happen, my friends. Just like her and the rest of them I mentioned, they're no longer on this planet, and the families have to suffer every single day, wondering they did anything wrong, or they could have changed anything, or if they said something earlier, Listen, when people are ready to check out like this, and I want people to know this right now, when people are ready to check out like this, it does not matter if you're the world's greatest friend. You can have a cup saying world's greatest friend all you want. The fact is, when people in this society are ready to check out, and they don't care about heaven and hell, they don't care about burning for eternity in hell, well, I'm afraid a lot of these people probably are, because I'm a faith religious person. It's what I believe. And if Shannon is burning next to Tyler or Tyler Long, or maybe they're all in heaven, great. But the burning in hell, I guarantee they'd rather be on planet Earth. No amount of torment on this earth will want me to go burn in hell for eternity. I'm sorry, folks. That's what I believe. I believe that very strongly, night and day. I believe that there's people out there that don't understand that. And if your friend is ready to check out, or if you're ready to check out, I would hold off on that. Cause what if the afterlife is real? What if you open your eyes after you take your last breath and you burn in hell for eternity? Let's go ahead and just say it. Let's go ahead and just get it out the way and just say it. Let's not sit here and beat around the bush and say, well, no. Let's say it. That you take your last breath. The voices saying kill yourself are the demon and devil of hell, and they're laughing in your face eternally, and you're being burned and cut and mutilated and destroyed every single day for eternity. What if they had a stopwatch to go back in time and change those lives they threw away? I guarantee you, if they're in hell right now, they would have had a watch to go back in time, and they will literally not do that stuff. But like I said, guys, we can't change what happened to Shannon Nicole Brinkley, Taylor Long, Amanda Todd, Ty Smalley, and the rest of them. Their story's over with. Their movie has played. The credits have ended, and it's been in the shelf in the back collecting dust for years. Sorry to say that, but Caitlyn, who killed herself on live stream, it's sad. That's her tribute, people sing. It is sad though, but it's a planet we live on, folks. There's people out there, and I must say, I even watched it from beginning to end. I must say, it was very disturbing. I recommend nobody watching that crap. I went to bestscore.com, looked at it. I'll tell you one thing. It's weird. Makes you feel kind of like a sicko nut job. Like I said though, I watch a lot of videos, I read a lot of notes because I want to get inside people's minds. That being said, guys, if you're not ready for that kind of stuff, I wouldn't dive into it because I love psychology. But even I have to prepare for it, mentally and spiritually for it. So if I were you, I would not sit there and dive into this. But if you have a friend, or if you are having suicidal thoughts, a friend or family member are, go online to suicide hotline, give them a call, talk to somebody, talk to a pastor, any church pastor, call a phone book. I'm having thoughts about this stuff, and talk to somebody. A friend's family member, a friend who's a doctor, somebody. Somebody who can help you out with that issue at the time. Because the moment you pop those pills, pull that trigger, or tie that rope and kick the chair out from under you, and you die, that's when your life ends, and their life ends. And you can't just pray, you can't play like on a remote here and press rewind to rewind back to the original time, to before they done it. So if you or anybody else has thoughts of suicide or self-harm, go on Google, type in suicide hotline, give them a call. They can save your life. Talk to a friend you can trust. Go in the phone book, find a church, call a pastor, call somebody. Call a hotline. A friend you can trust, family you can trust. Say, hey, I'm having these issues. I don't want to tell mom and dad because I'm embarrassed about it. It started with blah, 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 blah. And just talk about it. And release that anger, and release that fear and dread. You'll find a lot more. Or go on YouTube and talk about it. And express your feelings about it. Yes, you get your assholes who say, well, go do it, or you're idiots, because, there's trolls. Trolls gonna troll. Trolls have no lives. They sit around you in their butts all day long on YouTube trolling. That's what they do. But I wouldn't broadcast your problems. I wouldn't broadcast your whole life. I would call people, professional help, go to a doctor, somebody, in the medical field, obviously, like a close friend. It could be a doctor, a psychologist, hell, a shrink will help you out. For a fee, though, they'll help you out, though. And discuss with that person about your problems. And they talk you down from what you're doing to, may set up a routine with you. Like a day planner, like a day to keep you busy. Because your thoughts will come in my mind, too, all the time. Well, guys, this is crisis169, my gamer tag, aka name Mark. I do appreciate you guys liking my video. I do have 3 subscribers, and I appreciate that. Woohoo! This is not clickbait for subscribers. Not clickbait. This is something I talk about a lot on Facebook, but not on YouTube a lot. And I'm trying to, I know I'm a gaming channel, but I'm trying to spread out more than just gaming channels. You know what I mean? I'm trying to spread out more than just gaming. Not social, because social can mean anything. But I call it more gaming plus social, where it's about gaming. I'll post some videos about the new Call of Duty stuff and the Battlefront 3. Even Prey I'm playing here later on. I'll put videos on YouTube. So it didn't just mean they don't have some fat guy in blue, rambling on about stuff people may or may not care about. If you like my video, give me a like, dislike, I don't care. Comment below what you think about the video. If it touched you at all, if it made you think about what I've been talking about. Ran on for about 20 minutes or so. I'm kind of happy with myself. I ain't going rabbit trails too much with this. This video is very hard to hear my heart, so I try to keep myself from going rabbit trails too much. Because a lot of people I know have done it or attempt to do it, and friends of mine had to literally watch over this person in their house and literally just watch them, stay the night and watch them in shifts. I had a family member. She had issues too. She had to have me to watch her also. So to say I have no experience in it is an understatement. But I'm not a shrink, I'm not a doctor. But I go by what I read, and I go by what I see, and go by what I know. And I believe there's demonic forces out there. I believe there's chemical balances. I believe there's issues in people's minds and lives so hard they can't handle it. And if you are thinking about it, anybody else who's thinking about, your friend thinking about, for the love of God's sake, and their own salvation, and your salvation, talk to somebody about it. Snitches get stitches. I don't give a damn about snitches getting stitches. We ain't talking about, ratting on Johnny for stealing a freaking cookie in the lunchroom line. We're talking about Johnny blowing his brains out. There's a big difference between that. Because coming to your friend's house, and her mother, or their mother hysterical because Johnny blew his brains out. And you could have stopped it days earlier, but didn't, because snitches get stitches. No, this is totally different than that. People die. This ain't a video game. This ain't Call of Duty. You don't respawn after you blow yourself away. And if people understand what really happens and how it happens and what can you do to stop it, I guarantee you we'll have less and less of this. But until people start making a dent in this, they ain't gonna make a difference in the body count at all. So guys, once again, it's crisis169 saying peace, love, empathy, and play on. I'll see you all on the battlefield. I am out of here.